Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching The Breakfast Show live on Nile TV International. It's now time for our first topic of discussion for today, and we're going to be shedding the light on the latest frigate that has arrived in the second largest city of Alexandria, in Egypt's second largest city. And to shed more light on this topic, we're most delighted to be joined over the phone by General Commander Mahfouz Taha, the former director of the Naval College. A very good morning, General.
Good morning, sir. I am an retired Rear Admiral.
Yes, thank you so much, sir, for joining us, Admiral Mahfouz. If you can, first of all, tell us about the importance of the arrival of the Bernice frigate at Alexandria, and what does this signify to Egypt?
Yes, in fact, I considered that our obtaining of this state-of-the-art frigate, is considered as a force multiplier to the combat capabilities of the Egyptian Navy. This is a very advanced frigate. The NATO authorities choose this design, the frame design, to be the main multi-purpose frigate for the NATO fleet, and the Italian model of this frigate, like Bernice and El Galala, we had received El Galala several months ago. This model had been chosen by the United States. The United States ordered around 20 frigates from that model, from the Italian model, in order to modernize its fleet of frigates.
Yes, Admiral, also, what does this signify to the Egyptian naval forces, and an addition, of course, to El Galala frigate? What does this mean to the Egyptian Navy?
Yes, it is increased. These units increase the fighting capabilities and the combat capabilities of the Egyptian Navy, and we should put this advanced the framework of the comprehensive and the very ambitious plan to modernize all the armed forces and the Egyptian Navy at the same time. This plan had been launched by President Sisi when he came to power 7 years ago, and of course this is will give the capabilities, the necessary capabilities to the Navy in order to achieve our goals and to give us the opportunity to ensure the security in the Mediterranean theater and in the Red Sea theater. We didn't enjoy the peaceful environment to do our job. We have competition, we have threats, we have a lot of unstable powers, which aim in disrupting the sea lines of communication and the slots, sea lines of communication, and the trade flows from the sea, and the trade flows and the seaborne trade coming through the Suez Canal. We have a lot of jobs in order to secure the approaches of the Suez Canal. You remember that when one mega ship grounded last week, losses with billions of dollars to the ship owners and to the port operators and to the exporters and importers, to the commercial system in the world and the economical system of the world, so we have a great role to play, and that is the reason, we cannot have these advanced ships, without the political effort of the President Sisi, and the political leadership, to convince the Western world and all the world that we have an important role we have to play in order to re-stabilize again the Mediterranean and the Red Sea. That after 2011, and which we call the Arab Spring, there is destabilization, unstabilization in the region. Syria is outside of the formula. Libya outside of the formula. Even Yemen is outside of the formula. And you remember that now we have Houthi here and some unstable and armed groups. Something like isometrical war. In our area. We need to play a role to return or to restore the stability in the Middle East, and in the east of the Mediterranean and in the Red Sea at the same time. And they convinced that the Western world and Russia and China convinced that important role. So that is the main reason they gave us these advanced weapons or advanced arms. Without that, it is not a matter of money or something like that. We cannot acquire these advanced armies. Also, we are playing a great role. After the strategic vacuum in the Mediterranean, that the United States, pivot the changing or executing now a strategy called the pivot to Asia policy in order to respond to the rise of Chinese power, and for over the last decade, Sixth Fleet in the Mediterranean has only one permanent asset. There is no units or carrier groups or something like that. That makes a vacuum, a strategic vacuum, And this vacuum, some regional powers, tried to have some illegal, ambitious, ambitious ideas in the Eastern Mediterranean, it is illegal. They have illegal ideas, but supported by strong navies, and they try to make some to have some interests and some benefits to this to this regional power by force.
Yes,
of course, they didn't succeed with Egypt.
Yes, Admiral Mahfouz Taha, we really appreciate your insight, and thank you so much for joining us on The Breakfast Show. And dear viewers, now we move on to a quick break, and then we'll be back to resume the remaining segments of The Breakfast Show live on Nile TV International.